Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to the Stina Show. Tonight's guest is Angelith Usuga, and she's a student and a member of the US Air Force, senior airman specifically. Yes. Hello. Hello. Hello, my darling. Hello, welcome. Usuga. Of course, early. You're prompt, but you're early.
Hello.
You're the best.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing great.
How are you? Are you all dressed up over there?
No, I just got out of my uniform as soon as I got here. That's why I was like, how should I dress? What should I wear?
Nice. You look beautiful as always, my friend.
Thank you. So do you. Look at you.
Okay.
And your gorgeous hair.
It's because of the pool, though, you know.
If you have that hair when you get out of the pool, I can just imagine
when it's
actually done.
Do you have a pool out there?
I think we do, but honestly, I'm too afraid to go check it out. Too many people here.
Yeah, you think so? You're not comfortable?
No, I mean, it's like, so here there's a lot of like just fresh out of basic, and we're not supposed to be interacting with them. So yeah, so I feel like a lot of them confuse me. I look very young, so they think that I'm a fresh out of basic, and it's like, no.
And then they start hitting on you and whatever else comes with that.
So I'd rather avoid my problems, you know?
Yeah, no, I thought you were afraid of like COVID or something, but no. I see. No, right? No,
I'm good.
But if you can find a more private pool, I recommend it. It really rejuvenates you, you know.
I mean, I like the pool, except for that one time in Dubai that I spent 6 hours inside. And then after that, I was so burned. Then the wind will touch me, and I was hurting. I was in pain. That wasn't fun.
6 hours? Would you fall asleep in there?
I know. Mistakes were made.
Well, welcome. Thank you for joining. You and I met at Jones Beach. We worked together at the vaccination site recently.
We did. We suffered together through the cold too.
Did we suffer? Oh boy! And we looked like marshmallow puff people. We were so covered in clothes.
I mean, I still don't get over the day, how the nurse was like, "You lost so much weight." I was like, "No, I lost layers, ma'am."
What are you gonna lose weight in like a day, right? No.
I know. I was like, "No." They were like, I had like 10 layers. I was like, I got paid to get the job done, not to freeze to death. I was in play, double glove, everything.
Right? You couldn't even recognize you. I remember also when I came, I think you were there a week before I got there or something like that. And you were so kind. I was like alone, you know, and like, who are my people? And you were so kind to me and just so nice. And I knew right away you were one of my loves.
You were the other only female. Like, you were the Navy, and I was the only Air Force female. And I was like, and then your personality, you're like so sweet. So I was like, oh, we just gravitated towards each other.
We had a lot of fun on those lanes, remember?
I know. And even like, so when I was the admin, when I got put as the admin, the day they weren't there, Sergeant, one of the sergeants was saying, "You two will have so much fun. You just hear you guys giggling all around the entire place." I was like, "Oh my God, you weren't that bad." And I know I'm very loud, so
we might have been.
Everybody knew when you and I were coming.
So fun. I know they took you away from me. I was like, no.
I know.
But then they put us together, and then you know, it's all meant to be. Yes. But you worked very hard for that. You give your heart and soul to everything you do, right? It looks like. I try to put my everything to everything I do. Or sometimes you get comments here. "Hi, Javier, how are you?" Well, you got a lot of viewers here. Look how popular you are.
Oh no, I'm not popular all over.
You are President Usuga. President Usuga.
No, they're gonna be like, what shenanigans is she doing now, man?
Troublemaker.
They're like, oh my God. At least if they found me on your news and they didn't find me in like the wanted poster. So that's a plus.
It is a plus. Very positive.
That's a plus.
I know, right? You do so good that like the balance has to exist, right? No.
Yeah. It's so funny. So
Oh.
I'm here, the instructor. Oh, they're saying hi. Oh.
Yeah. Paola said Suga is very popular, and Alfonso said, "Love you, Angeli."
I love them too. They're sweet. Here, so you know how I'm loud. I laugh very loud. I laugh from my God. I mean it. So the instructor literally just walked in. He's like, "You're so loud. I can hear you from the corner." I'm like, "It's their fault. They started it." You just hear me. The instructors hear me from the corner, like nothing new. So
they know who's who and who's around.
Yeah, people apparently I scare some people, and they're like, "Yeah, your personality, you're sweet, but you're so," and I'm like, I'm just loud.
Your laugh scares people. No.
Yeah,
it's powerful. People are intimidated by powerful, especially women. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Intimidation.
That's good.
But also pure, because you're a pure pure person. One of the pure people I know, I'll say, and because you could tell you're honest, you have a genuine heart. And that alone has a power in it, because it's not easy to stay that character, right? So there's power and strength in that. And that's like, people don't know how to take that,
Yes. One of the guys, he was like, "I'm scared of you." And I was like, "Why are you scared of me?" And they were like, "I don't know. You're just very strong personality. You're very forward." I was like, I don't know. I don't know if that's a bad thing though.
But you're kind and nice. So if people don't give you a chance, they don't know who you are.
I am nice sometimes. I can be. I asked this guy, I was like, "Are you scared of me?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, good, good." And I was like, "You should be." I got so serious that he definitely got scared. I was joking, but he definitely got scared afterwards. It was
what are you gonna do to these people, right?
Exactly.
Nothing.
It's fun messing with them a little.
Yeah, well, that's the military. You have to mess with each other. Right? So when you were little, baby Usuga, did you know you're little like this big? Did you know you wanted to be in the military and pursue your school endeavors?
So since my dad, so actually that's a funny story. So when I was 10, 11, I came to the US, and my dad, so I didn't speak it. I had to, for a semester, I had to stay out of school a whole year, stayed out of school. So my dad, he was like, "You're not going to be uneducated." So he bought me like 4 books, and he labeled them like math, science. So he was like my teacher. But this is a very brutal teacher, let me tell you. So he would leave me homework and a list of stuff that I had to look up and learn. And at the end of the day, he will ask me questions. And then whatever I didn't know, we will go over it. So I was learning English, I was learning math, I was learning history by myself, while he was making me read books, he was making me do this. I learned so much during that year, but I was like, I hated it. I was like,
yeah, right.
God, this man.
My brain.
I know. I was like, I don't want to do this. What is this useful for? The personality of a 11, 10-year-old who just wants to watch TV, because that's what I wanted to do. But I feel like Dad stuck with me so much that I enjoy going to school to an extent. Like, I enjoy learning. I enjoy reading the book. So right now I'm like doing my training for tech school for avionics, but I'm also studying for my LSATs to try to take my LSAT. So I'm like no stopping. I cannot stay still, So So I feel like that was like the basics of what made me actually enjoy school and like school after it. I feel like when you start getting into school and liking it, you gonna get caught up on things. Like once the ball starts rolling, it just continues rolling. As for the military, my dad was military, so he was like, he will wake me up in the morning. He will make me run in the morning. He was child abuse. I'm telling you, child abuse right now.
What
But
force? What was he in?
he was in Colombia. He was like in the same version of like what a Marine is.
Oh,
So he put it in my head that I wanted to join the military. I actually was going to go the Marine way. Oof, thank God I did.
whoa!
I know.
I'm actually
Because
surprised you didn't.
I know. So I actually, when I got to high school, I got into ROTC, but I got into the Air Force ROTC. So the chief there, he looked at me, he looked at my grades. He was like, "Are you serious about joining the military?" I was like, "Yes, I'm serious." And he was like, don't do the Marines, do the Air Force. You're too smart, and you're serious about your school. Go Air Force.
Wow.
Yeah. So I started looking into all the curriculums or all the branches, and I ended up joining the Air Force because a friend of mine was going to join too. So I was like, okay, let's go, let's do it together. He didn't end up joining. I was the only one stuck here, but and now that I'm in, like, I think it's one of the best decisions I made, to be honest. Every bit of it. It has its highs and lows, but I loved it. I really did.
Wait, so your dad used to wake you up in the morning? How old were you?
So when I got to this country, I was about to turn 11. It was like a few days before I turned 11. So he will wake me up at 5 a.m. and I will shower, I will get dressed, I will read the newspaper, we will drink coffee, and then we will go for a run, or he will make me do something, read a book, or yeah. So every morning,
Wow.
I remember that if I didn't wake up at 5 a.m., he will wake me up 30 minutes earlier the next day.
Oh my
It got
God.
to a point that one day I had to literally just go straight, no go to sleep, because because I wasn't getting up. I'm the worst person to get up early. I am like, one of my big issues, like waking up early is a struggle even
Yeah.
now. But yeah, he kept doing that. He kept doing that. And one day literally didn't sleep. I just walked to his door. I knocked. He opened the door. He's like, okay, go take a shower. Go get ready. He closed the door. I went, took a shower, got ready. I'm ready. He opened the door.
Poor
It's
girl.
like 2 a.m. in the morning. He opens the door. He's like, okay, just go back to bed.
Because he was like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
like, I'm
doing
not
that.
waking
Right.
up at 2 a.m. But he wanted to teach me a lesson kind of thing. So I was,
Wow. What a strict upbringing, but
yeah, I couldn't, my dad, if it wasn't for my dad, it wouldn't be the way I am. I'm like, my mom says, like, I'm the the female version of my dad. Like, we're like so similar. That is when we go head to head, like arguing or something, two big personalities, same personality, stubborn. So it's pretty funny though.
so your mom was the emotional support.
My dad. So, well, my dad is very strict and all that. He also is a very rational person to an extent. He's like, you understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. So he will pretty much treat me like an older, like a person. Like, he will try to rationalize and explain to me everything. I still like, it's never fun waking up at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. Still not as fun, but
Yeah.
but I kind of understood it. He's like, I'm trying to teach you discipline. And now looking back, it
Right.
made more sense than it did at the moment. But yeah, I'm very grateful for it. I know, rough.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wish I had that in some ways, but then I don't, obviously. But, um, in other countries, they treat the children like that, and they're very successful in many ways because of it. And I think we do need a little more stricter treatment here how we educate our children, not in an abusive way, but in a motivational and educate, just a stronger foundation. We're very loose with it. And I like that. I like that. Not 5 a.m. maybe, but definitely reading papers and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like especially when you're young, especially in your teen years, when you're out of place, out of focus, you don't know what to do. I feel like the structure helps a lot. Hopefully, people don't come out as hard-headed as I am, or intense as I am. But overall, it's pretty. I hope it's
not at all. Not at all. We are having a little technical issues.
Okay.
Are you on Wi-Fi or your phone?
No, I don't. I don't have Wi-Fi. I know it sucks.
That's okay. It started off strong, and then recently it was just like beep boop beep boop beep. I still see you. I see you, just not as clear. But
okay.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going, girl.
Do you see me now?
Yeah. Do you see me? Am I okay over here?
I see you and I hear you just fine. Yeah, it's probably
okay, good.
Like I'm literally in the middle of nowhere in Texas.
Yeah. What are you doing out there?
I'm just studying for so this is gonna be technically my second train in the Air Force. So I was supply and now I'm transferring to avionics. I'm going to the dark side of the Air Force. Just kidding. The
good side, right? It's good, right?
Yeah, it's good. I'm just kidding. It's good. Well, up to now, I like it. I haven't done a lot, but I actually like the new. Hopefully, my shop is also pretty good and supportive. So I'm kind of excited to go see it.
Where's your shop?
So back in 106. So there's like different sections. So I was supply. That was my main job before. And then now I've cross-trained to do avionics, which is pretty much the electrical parts of the aircraft. So wow. I'm telling you, I'm going into the dark side, maintenance.
Maintenance. It is. It must be the dark side. Wow. So you'll be fixing planes. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's something like that. But I'm not like the person who like physically fixes a plane. I'm more of the person who, like anything electrical wise that the plane needs to fly, we will take care of it. Like the guidance control system, I will be taking care of it. I know.
Wow, that's wild.
It sounds cool, right?
That does sound cool. So that's something I could personally do. God bless you.
Listen, you joined the Navy. God bless you.
Hey.
I'm going far. Yeah.
It's just boats. Driving boats,
It's just
like driving a car.
Okay, I won't say I drive because I don't. I do not. I don't do any of that.
No driving boats?
No. I'm good driving just my vehicle.
Your new red
my Venza. Her name is Lucy.
She's cute. I saw her. Wait, so how long are you in Texas for?
I'm in Texas for 6 months. So until August.
And then what's up? You want to take the LSATs, you said? That's so cool.
Yeah. So right now I'm training for it. Being foreign is hard. I'm just kidding. So it's a lot of training, to be honest. So I've been every night I take like 1 to 2 hours just to study for my LSAT. I'm trying to get a high score, so I'm able to, with my GPA and the LSAT, be able to get some scholarships. I like free education. Everybody who knows me knows that. I like education. If it's free, it's even better. So
right.
They tend to score high on the LSAT. They tend to give you scholarships and stuff like that. And some of the programs that I'm looking at, they're also like IB leagues or like high ranking programs. So I needed to qualify. So let's see how that turns out.
Well, that's the thing with scholarships is that there's so many that exist and people don't take advantage of them. It's so strange.
I'm telling, yeah. I made 1 year. I made $15,000 in scholarships. Trust me, I put my work into it. So up to date, I have 0 student loans. Thank God.
Congratulations.
So yeah, I'm trying to keep it that way too. If depending on my score and if I get accepted to the programs I want, there's a officers program that will pay you to go to law school. So I'm gonna probably try to see if I can finance school that way, you know, free education.
Yes, it's there. It's available. You just have to figure out how to get it, right? Well, congrats. Good luck. Break a leg with that.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, you're going to be famous. So if anything, you can sponsor me.
I'm already famous.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So you're definitely sponsoring me, right?
I'll sponsor you now.
Oh.
Uh-oh. This is recorded, right? Take it till you make it. That's
we'll
what
talk
they say.
about that later.
Oh, yeah, right. Thank you, Johnny. Johnny gave us a hands up. So what are you, is that where, so you're going to Cornell now?
Yes. So right now, well, I actually, so my first, so I started, so I have changed colleges many times. Cornell is my 3rd college. My first college was San Rose, which was a private college. And they had actually offered me a dual program in which 3 years I will get my criminal justice bachelor's. And then I had already gotten accepted to law school in Albany in 3 years. So in a total of 6 years, I will have gotten my bachelor's and my law school degree. And I got the presidential scholarship. So they were like paying for most of my tuition and all of that. But due to like personal issues, I kind of had to return home. So it was either pausing my education or continue. So then I decided to make the decision to go to a community college. I actually went to Suffolk Community College. I was very salty and mad and upset in the beginning because I was like, I worked so hard not to end up in a community college. But I ended up going into the honors program, and honestly, it was one of the best experiences I had. A lot of people don't give enough props to community college. They are actually really amazing, and they have really good programs a lot of people don't take advantage of. So I did 2 years there. While I was going to my community college, I joined the Air Force. That's when I joined. Great decision too. I had good time when I was in San Antonio, Texas for 4 months. I had the best time ever. And once I graduated from my community college, which I got my associates, one of my teacher at the moment, I didn't know he was the director, the head department of the honors program. And he was insisting me to apply to Cornell. He was like, you will get in, you need to apply. I did not believe it. I was like, I had given up, and I believe dream a while back. I was like, yeah, it's not happening. And then literally the day that the application was going to be due, I was like, I had the essay, and I asked a friend to like proofread it, and he proofread it. I actually asked another friend, and they were sending me like crying emojis, like, this is so good, you should. So I literally submitted the last minute. I was like, you know what? I shoot my shot. I try. If I don't get in, no big deal.
Right.
But I actually had gotten accepted to Stony Brook, which is a really great school for medicine. I was going to do my major in chemistry in that school, or law in Binghamton. And then I got the Cornell notification that I had gotten accepted into the urban. I know. I was like, what?
That's so cool.
So at that moment, it became the decision of like being practical or impractical, going to Cornell or going to a school where I'm not going to have debt. So one of my good friends, she was like, you know what? Cornell is worth it. You should do it. She was the one who like pushed me out the edge. I was like, you know what? If it turns out this way, it's probably because it's meant to be, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I did. I decided to go to Cornell. And then, so right now, so I graduated from my associates from the community college. Right now I'm pursuing my bachelor's with Cornell, which I'm one semester away.
Nice.
My first semester in Cornell was the roughest time I had entire time. I had the, you know, when you start doubting yourself and that you're probably gonna be able to do something. So I had doubt about myself. I literally halfway through the semester, I was trying so hard. I was spending like 19 hours in class in the library studying. I was like, and my grades wouldn't go up. They wouldn't go up. And I was like, I was so mad. I was so upset. I was like, am I stupid? Like, you start believing that you're not good enough. And I just got like a depression. It was really bad my first semester. I actually did decently on my classes, but not as good as I wanted. So during that time, my first deployment came out. And I was like, you know what? I need time to like get my head in the game again. I deployed to UAE for 6 months. Nice. Best decision too. I have enjoyed everything.
Choices are important. They're big, yeah.
I think it's funny because you know how my personality is very strict, and I'm like, oh, I want to do this. I want to get this done. So when the first college and I had the six years, the program, I was like, I already knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a lawyer. I knew how I was going to pay for it. I knew every single step. And then everything crumbled. So like I had a plan and it just crumbled right in front of me.
That's how it happens, yeah.
And I ended up actually going to a better school, another program. So sometimes you have to take a big detour, enjoy life a little bit before you actually reach your end goal. So I enjoyed it. I learned a lot in the military. I fell in love with the Air Force even more. And that's why I'm trying to like explore more. I'm trying to learn more. I'm trying to get more degrees from the Air Force. They're free, so get them. I told you, if you tell me free education, I'm probably there.
You're there. Yeah.
I'm like, someone's so free. That's me. So
good for you.
I know. So I decided I went on deployment. I met some of one of my biggest mentor. I met him there. It's a little cuckoo, but he's great. And Sergeant Jamir, shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out. But he and I met like really. I feel like a lot of people are like, why you join the Air Force? The military is dangerous, is risky, is this. But there is something about like meeting people and knowing that they're going through what you're going or something similar, that there's no way, like it means a lot. So I met amazing people, including you.
Oh,
you know, the Air Force have brought me to a lot of people that I would have never thought I would like have and like meet or get close to. So it have given me a lot of opportunity. Cornell's have helped me meet a lot of people too. I met a lot of Colombians. I had a lot of fun thanks to them. They were my salvation through Cornell. And no, I went back after my deployment and I kick ass. 4.0 in Cornell.
Wow.
So I have been kicking ass ever since. I'm 1 semester away, so I took a break because of COVID. COVID sucks.
Aye.
So that's when I started the mission with you.
Yes.
At your beautiful personality.
Yes, you're the best.
And now I'm here getting more free education.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I know. A lot of people tell me like, it's like, what is your end goal? And I'm like, honestly, at this point, I'm like, why have an end goal? And why should I live to accomplish one simple task when I could enjoy my way through getting something done? I'm like, why not? Shoot for the highest. Why not? You know?
And don't rush through it. Enjoy it, right?
Yes. And I I always thought people were crazy when they said, oh, everybody has their own schedule, everybody has their own pace. And it's true. Like, you got to live your own journey, you know? You got to live your own life. Nobody else can do it for you. So a lot of people are like, why you spend so much time in school? The degree's not going to get you anywhere. But it's not about the degree. It's about what it means to me, what I have done. I will be the first in my family to have a degree.
Aww.
So I'm like first generation to get a degree. So it means a lot. A language that I couldn't speak years ago. Fun fact, in Colombia when I was in school, you want to know what was the only class I failed? English. Ironically,
Wow.
I failed English. I remember.
Wow.
Had to make up work to be able to pass that class, and then being able to now like master it to the level, and just personally means a lot to me, you know.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
Like I can't do.
Oh no, you're great. Like I love when you slip up though. It's my favorite, but it's not often. It's rare, and it's my favorite.
Aw, I know.
It's cute. Because it's just an accent. It's just the accent you put on it. Your English is perfect. It's just every now and then your word accent changes, and it's funny.
I know. People, the pronunciation.
Mm-hmm.
One of my staff tech sergeant when I was at supply, she will call me Sofia Vergara. Sofia Vergara. And she's like, you as loud as she is, you as intense as he is. And you make we make the same verbal mistakes, I guess.
Yeah, I could see that. That's funny.
So you can see that. So that's why.
I love Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, no, I met a lot of great people, and I feel like that's what makes it count. I had fun, but I have also had my bad, and I have worked, I guess.
What about growing up you grew up in Colombia?
Yes. Well, until I was 10, 11. I was about to turn 11 when I got here. I was, my grandma, I grew up with my grandma. So from like 6 years to 11. So I was with my grandma, my aunt, and my cousin. My grandma's a tough cookie. I always tell people, why am I so feisty? You need to meet my grandma. This lady is a scary lady. She's tough. She's a tough cookie. So I remember when I was little, I got bitten by a scorpion. I just remember I was putting my hands in gloves because I was playing, and a scorpion bit me, and I just dropped the gloves and started yelling. I'm like, ah! I just see my grandma come out with a machete. I swear, she cut this scorpion in half. She's like, let me see. And I'm like, at this point, I didn't know what I was more scared, the scorpion or my grandma. I'm telling you, she is a tough cookie.
I could just see you, like, seeing her coming out, you know.
She is a tough cookie. I wasn't the best child when I was little. I couldn't stay still. I'm very talkative, even now that hasn't changed clearly.
It's a great thing.
I would get so much trouble, and my grandma will have so much patience. I got good.
She would like that.
But yeah, my grandma is tough. Funny. She's a tough cookie. She is. I saw her. There's like these big animals in Colombia, and one time one came in the house. Just like they have like really long tails, and she's like fighting this animal with like my aunt, my cousin, and I were on top of the counter screaming, and she's just fighting with this thing, and I was like, oh my god. And then she took him out, and I was like, yeah, don't mess with my grandma.
Wow. Yeah, your grandma sounds
she's
ferocious and fierce. Yeah.
I mean,
funny.
My mom
she sounds
doesn't
funny.
say time.
I probably laugh at her all the time.
I know. You know what's funny? So she loved like gardening and all of that. So she will garden and she will be always bending down, but she wouldn't bend down from her knees. She would bend down from her back. So I will always see when I saw her, I will always start making fun of her, like, "I my back, I my back." And then you just see her, she get up and yank at me, trying to hit me, and I would just run for your life. She will catch me if I could run. Just don't stop. So it was fun. Well, I'm still a little bit of a high energy personality, so it was fun. It was fun. I messing with my grandma. I will mess with my aunt and my cousin too. She's very, very calm, extremely calm. Strong. I grew up around strong women, so it kind of makes sense. So she's very calm. She rarely got like agitated or reacted to anything. But I don't remember, I did something to her one time and she pushed me so hard that I tripped over a chair and I rolled twice. And all I remember is getting up and be like, what just happened? So she was something else. She definitely, there were something else. Don't mess with, I wouldn't mess with my family women. Just, yeah,
well,
my mom.
one of my I was going to say, one of my questions is your current or past influences, but it sounds like all your family are big influences for you.
Yes, I mean, I had, like I said, like I grew up half of my life in Colombia. So my grandma was definitely an influence. My aunt and my cousin, they're like, I told you, they're tough cookies. So I guess that strong personality, I had them from them, that hard-headed. But then my dad, very strict, organized, put your head to it, do everything that you want to do. So my dad always says, if you're going to do something, do it with everything you got. Otherwise, don't even bother starting. Don't do it. Just don't do it. If you're not going to give it all, just don't do it. Don't even bother.
Wow.
So I guess I got that from him. And my mom, my mom is tiny, but she is fearless. She's just, my dad is afraid of my mom. That's like, that's all I have to say. Like,
wow.
My mom is fearless. So my sister is the soft one. She's big, but she's soft though. I got it talking about. I will be working.
Someone has to be soft in the family.
No, I got my brother for that. He's a softie too.
The boy.
Yeah, he's big. Like he's tall. He's like 6'5" or whatever. He's tall. He's big.
Wow.
But he is a softie. My sister, she's younger than me, but she's taller than me. Like I look like the young one, but I'm the oldest. And then they're softie. They are softies. Like they like bothering me, but then start running after when I come at them. So you just see this little thing walking like, I'm gonna get you twice my size. And then yeah, they're softy those. There's
You know what I keep remembering? Racing you on the Jones Beach property.
I don't understand why. I don't know how we didn't get in trouble just like randomly.
Ever.
And you're a cheater. I just remember that. You're a cheater. You're like, I'm not running. Boom, you pushed me and started running. I'm like, oh. I still beat you though.
Yeah, no, by the way, for everyone watching, she is very quick and very fast, and I will never beat her in a race. And I would try to get a head start, and it just wouldn't.
Yeah, you didn't try to kill me and get a head start. Yeah, that's what you did. You didn't try to get a head start. You're like, let me get rid of her in the meantime and just go.
But I feel like there was probably snow on the ground and everything, you know. We just did it. We just did it. We had fun. We had so much fun. We'll have fun when you come. You're coming home soon, hopefully.
3 more months. Almost there.
I keep saying it's here, but it's not. But it'll go fast.
Time flies. It really does. Like I felt like I just started my course and I'm already done with one of the sections, almost done with one of the sections. So it goes fast. Time flies, especially when you start getting old and you know, a little crusty, like.
You better watch it.
Whoa. You didn't even say us. You just like, you're getting old, man.
No, I'm saying watch it.
Oh, I thought you were just saying me.
No,
You're getting old.
You watch how you word what you're about to say.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong in being wise and experienced and older. You know, I'm just kidding.
No, it's true. Like a fine wine. There's really nothing wrong with it.
Better.
It's true. But it just, you feel more when you get older, right? You just feel the world more, and it's just more, it's tough.
It's funny because it's like, I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm behind. Like I told you, you know how I did my whole detour to get someplace. And then once in a while, I was like, I will have my middle age crisis. Like, I haven't done anything with my life. What am I doing? I need to get my life together. And it's like, what does it mean to have your life together? Like,
right.
I don't know. And then I had friends who would tell me like, you have done a lot. You have done a lot. I'm like, what? What have I done? And it's like,
right.
Like, I don't know. It's hard to give meaning to something. Like, if you need to do things that mean something to you. So I always tell my sister and like my family and a lot of my friends, like, school is not for everybody. School is for me, definitely for me. I like it. But
are you sure?
Listen,
no, only if it's free.
I like it, but check on me during midterms and final weeks, then you're gonna
right.
I don't like it.
Yeah, but in retrospect, it's really awesome. Yeah.
But I feel like it's not for everybody. Like, I feel like
it's not. No.
You need to find something you're passionate about. Like, it's the whole cliche, but you really do. Like, and then have your own journey. Like, it really makes a difference in who you are, and you learn a lot about who you are, and you're not able to grow unless you have a stable and understanding of who you are. So like, you really have to understand who you are before you decide to go to college, before you decide to take a career, before you decide to do anything in your life. So thanks to everything that I have gone through, I kind of learned different areas of myself. The good, the bad, the not so good, the fun, the not so fun. But yeah,
I think what you're along those same lines is you're humble about where you've been, and you're on your way somewhere, and it's basically saying to be present and accept whatever's happening while you're on your way, and don't say, oh, I'm not successful because I'm not there yet. Right.
So, actually, there is a quote. I got it. I have it on my phone. Give me a
share it, girl. No. No, I'm here.
You're here.
I'm here. I'm still here if you're here. I'm here. I'm here.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. I didn't think this through. I don't know if you can see me.
You should have wrote it down.
I know. I told you I didn't think this through. Like, I really didn't. Oh, I didn't think this through. I was like, oh, it's going to be on my phone. It's going to be fine. But so my dad always will tell me stories. And he told me a story about, like, so there was this guy who would send this person on a trip. He was like, gave him a spoon and water on the spoon. He was like, you need to go around the entire world and come back, and the water has to remain on the spoon. So he did that. He was so focused on the spoon not to spill the water. And then he got back. He went around and he got back. He was like, oh, all the water's here. So then the God started asking him, what do you see? What do you saw? What do you experience? And he was like, nothing. He was so focused in getting that accomplished. So he was like, okay, you're going to do the same, but this time I want you to look around, explore, and then you're going to tell me everything you saw, everything you experienced. So he started, and he experienced so many things. He saw so many things. And when he got back, he's telling the God, oh, I saw this, I saw that, I experienced all of this. And then the God says, but you didn't bring any water back. So I feel like we have to be careful not to be too focused in what the end goal is, that we forget the way there, but not also too distracted on the way that we forget where we're supposed to end. So I just thought it was cute. I thought you were
That's
probably
awesome.
like it. I don't know if you liked it. And then
I love that. Yeah, it's deep.
And then the quote says, "A satisfying life is better than a successful life, because our success is measured by others, whereas satisfaction is measured by our own souls, mind, and heart." So try to live a life that is satisfying, not a life that is successful. So,
different pointing. Wow. That's
yes, because
exactly what we're just talking about.
Yeah, if you actually think about it, like, what is success? For some people, a lot of people I have met, success is having a lot of money. For other ones,
Right.
is driving the latest car. For others, is having the coolest clothes. But does it really mean you're successful? Because money can go and come back. So that means you're successful at one point, but you're not.
Right, right.
Like if you're satisfied with how you're growing or what you're doing as a person, that's more than successful. That's you're being successful in your own way. So it's like rewriting what success means. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I told you I was gonna cry, but
don't cry on me. No, not yet.
I didn't know when. But no, but you're spitting such truth, and people really need to hear these things, because our culture really messes us up in that way. Like, success is money, and success is having 10 children, and these blocks that we are taught even in school to follow. And it's like, but if those things are successful, then I can't be myself. I don't know who I am because of these things, right? And then I'm not successful because I'm not married with children, and I don't have the mansion with the Tesla, right? It's sad, but that's what we're stuck in. What do you think are some successful things for you? I mean, obviously, being a great English speaker, I would say.
That's one. So I think about like small battles. If you win small battle, it's all about that. Like, for me, a lot of times when I'm in a place, I tend to like sit down and I'm like, is this a place I want to be? Is this a place I want to stay? The reason why I changed my FSC, which is like I changed from supply to avionics, was because I felt like I was going to get stuck in that place. And I was like, I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to feel like I have to stay here because I got no other choice. So just the fact that I was I was scared to change my FSC, but taking the step to be like, no, I'm going to do this. That's one battle. And it's going pretty well. So I'm actually happy. So when I look back, I'm like, not everybody has an Ivy League degree. Not everybody is student loan free. Like, doesn't have a student loan. Not everybody has had the opportunity to like go to Dubai. Not everybody had the opportunity to deploy. Not everybody gets to go somewhere and get paid to go somewhere. I'm telling you, I like free and getting paid to do it. So
yeah, but you actually, it's not free because you earn it. Like, you go and find it and earn it. So it's not given to you.
I know, but
it's listed as free.
Yeah,
but it's still earned,
It is. That's true. So, I mean, you have to like give yourself. There's this thing that says you have to be your biggest cheerleader, I guess, to an extent point, because once everybody leaves, you only have you. Like you can have your best
Yeah.
friend, but they have their life too. There's gonna be a point when they're gonna have to leave, and they're not gonna be there for you. Even though I have met a lot of people throughout my life and through that military career and as a student and all that, I have noticed that yes, they're far away, but at the end of the day, you only have you to get through whatever demons you're dealing with, whatever day you're dealing with. You only have you. And if you're not proud or happy with what you do, it's not worth doing it. So that's how I kind of get myself through things, I guess. Like, so, and sometimes we can be our biggest critic. Believe me, I can be. and it makes no sense. Like, why should I be critic? It's good to keep yourself in check so your ego doesn't get too big.
Right.
You also have to give yourself pros when you did something good. I'm not a runner. I hate running, but I make it. I'm a fast runner, not a long distance runner. There's a difference. But I make a point of actually trying to learn and trying to do good on my runs and I meet my PT test and all of that. So those are small battles, small progresses. Like I like small progresses. They matter for me more than anything.
And they add up to the big ones, right?
Yes, they add up.
So you like the tortoise and the hare story?
Yeah.
Take your time. What does it say? Easy, slow wins the race, or slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, I do, and I feel like, well, a lot of times when people want result, I feel like a lot of time when people want result is because they want to compare the result with someone else, or be like, oh, I'm here, I'm at this point, that's the end goal, and that shouldn't be your whole journey. Oh, that's what I want to be. That's what. No, it should be about like as long as there's a steady progress, it should be okay. It should be good. So
it's we try to measure everything.
Yes, I mean it just on yourself, like keep yourself accountable, but at the same time be your cheerleader and be your biggest criticism. I guess critic, whatever.
Critic.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
You got to keep yourself balanced.
Yeah, no, you're the best.
Oh no,
you're the best. President Usuga.
She can't even speak English.
Someone from the crowd.
I know. I'm me in the middle of a speech. What's the word that I forgot how to pronounce? I'm not good.
I'll be like, I got you, girl.
Oh,
I'll be right front row.
Thank you.
And I'll knock them out like this.
That's good. I like the support. I told you, I'm met with amazing people. I can come.
Yeah. No, well, that's the thing. And like I meet a lot of people too. And the good people, I always compare things to the infinity sign because I do believe that we come together and we separate naturally. And especially if you're like, if I want to keep a good friend around, you'll go do your thing. We'll meet up and come back. However, it's supposed to happen, Like right now, I can't see you because you're in Texas, but
I know.
I can see you.
But
I see you.
I know. You're so cute.
You're here, but you're not here. But so do you have some future goals? We have a few minutes left if you want to just talk about some future goals. You want to be a lawyer, right?
Yes. That's the end goal, I guess, per se. So,
what kind of lawyer?
So I honestly haven't decided yet because
entertainment.
Entertainment. I'm not gonna be a lawyer.
Please.
I will keep an eye for you.
It's a good job. It's a good job.
Yeah, actually, I love. Yeah. So at this point, right now, my short-term goal is actually just getting accepted into the programs and actually being able to afford or get enough money to like fund it. So I'm not deep in debt. I would like not to be in debt by the end of my degrees, but after that, it's definitely I will have to start checking because, like I said, I could tell you what I think I'm gonna want, which I'm doing with like a lot of people are like corporate law or like criminal law. I like a lot of like the criminology and all of that. So, but the truth is that maybe one thing is the perception I have of it, and another thing is when I actually have to do it. Am I going to actually like what I'm doing?
Right.
And I know law school is not easy. It's not going to be a piece of cake, but some things are worth it. You know, sometimes the hard work pays off, and I hope it pays off. And I hope that I'll be proud about it. And I hope I figure out my way through it.
You will. You can do anything you want.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So look at you doing all this, your show, and
you want me to cry now?
Yeah, before we go.
Yeah. Don't worry, I already cried before.
Oh,
you just couldn't see it. My allergies are taking over.
You were just breathing.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Happy playing.
You're the best. Thank you, Usuga. Do you want to say some last words to our friends here?
Good luck. Keep pushing up. My dad always says, if someone else can do it, why can you? So I will give you the same. If someone else can do it, why can't you? That's it. Shoot your shots, man.
Shoot your shot. That's your biography.
No, I did a speech for my convocation when I was in honors. The honors, I did like the speech, and it was so funny. One of the girls who listened to the speech, and I don't know her. She put on her quote, like, because I told the story of like when I came to the United States, but it was more saddening because of, more dramatic and all that. And then on one of them, I told them a story that my dad would tell me about, like, there's a frog and a firefly. Oh, no, those little bugs that has a light, has a little light.
A firefly, I think.
Yeah, it's a firefly.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I thought I confused it.
Yeah, or a lightning bug.
So when it's dark outside, the frog, because there's something different, the frog would jump on it or try to eat it and hide it because it was different. So at the end of the speech was like, bright as shiny as you can. Don't let nobody stop you. And she put it on a little quote. So now you're gonna put me in a little quote. Shoot your shot. So I got 2 quotes out there. I did my bidding.
So you just have different biographies,
Look
like
at that, yeah. Look at that.
New chapters. Every chapter will have a different quote, you see?
Oh, I like that. I love quotes. Like, you see I love quotes. I love philosophy, so.
Well, I love you, Usuga. Thank you for coming.
You. Thank you for having me.
Can't wait to see you home soon.
I can't wait. You get to see meet Lucy.
We're going to party with Lucy.
You know it.
Well, good luck with your schooling.
Thank you.
And obviously, I'll stay in touch and let me know any updates. Good luck on your studying and everything, and stay hydrated out there in Texas.
Always. Always.
She ready. Thank you, baby girl. Thank you. Nice to see you.
It was nice to see you.
I'll see you soon.
See you soon too.
Bye. All right. Good night, everyone. I just dropped my phone, but thank you for joining, and I'll see you next Thursday. Pride's coming up. Get ready. Much love.